Welcome back. One final point before we go tonight. What the mainstream media was too afraid to tell you about the news this week. This week, while the mainstream media obsessed about Donald Trump throwing a roll of paper towels in Puerto Rico, this is what really happened. Liberal students admit that conservative women are demeaned and treated harshly and judged on campus, and that liberal professors are unfair to conservative women. This should be a bombshell story. There's video proof from Campus Reform that I encourage you all to go watch. But I guess the mainstream media doesn't care because you will not hear this story from them. New reports show gender reversal surgery is on the rise. That is, transgender people who have had the sex change surgery, regretting it and wanting to reverse the surgery. It gets even worse. A university in the UK allegedly turned down funding for research on reversal surgery because it might be potentially too politically incorrect. Now, this is astonishing and certainly something, if the left cares about transgender people, that we should study and we should discuss. The mainstream media won't touch that story. The House of Representatives passed a bill banning abortion after 20 weeks of pregnancy. We in the United States are in sorry company when it comes to the legality of late-term abortion. We're one of only 7 nations, including China, North Korea, and Singapore, who allow abortions after 5 months. And a majority of Americans support banning late-term abortion, including 78% of millennials. Funny how the mainstream media forgot to report that part of the story. Jimmy Kimmel claims the NRA has Republicans bought and paid for, and that, Kimmel claims, is the reason we have gun violence in our nation. Actually, the truth of the matter is the NRA has donated only a paltry $3.53 million to all current members of Congress since 1998. That's not very much money. But you won't hear the truth from the mainstream media. Last but not least, a West Point graduate, a second lieutenant in the U.S. Army named Spencer Rippon, he posted communist propaganda on social media while he was in uniform. He called Secretary of Defense General Mattis evil and vile and said he hated America. Yet, because of the crippling political correctness that grips our nation, the anti-American Rippon was never fired from the Army, even though he hates our nation. The mainstream media doesn't care to report any of that to you, so we will. And that's my final point tonight. You can reach me on Twitter at Liz_Wheeler. If you like the show, please send me an email at oann.com/contact. In the meantime, catch us here tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. And until then, have a good night.